I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, where we are going to talk about my second and fourth book for September, City of Ghosts and Tunnel of Bones. And they are books 1 and 2 of the Cassidy Blake series. And I have wanted to read this series since the beginning of the year, so I'm very happy that I put it on my to be read for September. If you saw what I'm reading in September, then you will know that I am choosing my books a little differently this month. So I'm selecting books based on prompts from a readathon that I am participating in. With that being said, City of Ghosts is the book that I am reading to fulfill the second prompt, which is to read a book that has been tempting me for a while. And because there are ghosts in the series, Tunnel of Bones satisfies the fourth prompt, which is to read a book featuring ghosts, haunted houses, or other supernatural elements. So in case you're wondering, I have already read my third book, and the prompt for that is to read a standalone book, and I'll post that video later in the week, and I'll let you know later in this video what that book is. But back to City of Ghosts and Tunnel of Bones, both by Victoria Schwab. Cassidy Blake is a 12-year-old who almost drowned about a year ago. Since then, she is able to pull back the veil that separates the living from the dead. Cassidy was pulled from the river by Jacob, who is her new best friend. Jacob is also a ghost. Early in City of Ghosts, Cassidy's parents, who investigate haunted places, are given their own TV series, and the entire family is headed to the world's most haunted places, and the first stop is Edinburgh, Scotland. So in Edinburgh, Cassidy meets Laura, and Laura is a girl who shares Cassidy's gift. From Laura, Cassidy learns a lot about the veil, and she will need to learn fast because Edinburgh, the City of Ghosts, is more dangerous than she ever imagined. Tunnel of Bones picks up right after City of Ghosts, so Cassidy's family is leaving Edinburgh, Scotland, and they are headed for Paris, France, where her parents are continuing to create their Inspectors series. Cassidy and her best friend Jacob visit famous sites. But Cassidy senses that something is wrong and discovers that a poltergeist may be behind it all. With the help of Laura over the phone and their new friend Adele, Cassidy and Jacob need to help the poltergeist remember who he is. City of Ghosts and Tunnel of Bones are in the higher age of middle reader and the lower age of young adult fantasy. But people of all ages will truly enjoy these slightly spooky stories. A couple of things to point out about the books. Each has a map of the city that it takes place in, and the sites that they visit are on the map. So in Tunnel of Bones, for instance, there's the map of Paris, and they go to the Jardin Tuileries, they go to the Eiffel Tower, they go to the Louvre, and other places. So, what are some other books to read for a similar experience? My Plain Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. And it's one of the Jane series of books created by this trio of authors. It's a clever concept and really good fun. My Plain Jane is a young adult fantasy story with ghosts in the plot. It's also a retelling of the classic Jane Eyre, which is one of my personal favorite books. But it's not your average retelling. Characters in the book include Jane Eyre and her friend Helen, who in this retelling is a ghost. Charlotte Bronte, who wants nothing more than to become a ghost hunter, and Alexander, who's a member of the Society for the Relocation of Wayward Spirits, and who is in fact a ghost hunter. There's murder, mayhem, conspiracy, and romance. All is not as it seems, and a certain Mr. Rochester is hiding more than skeletons in his closet. The Trials of Morgan Crow, which is part of the Nevermore series by Jessica Townsend. Morgan Crow has been cursed. Born on Eventide, the unluckiest day of the year, Morgan is blamed for all local misfortunes. Worst of all, the curse dooms her to die at midnight on her 11th birthday. As she awaits her fate, Jupiter North appears and whisks her away into a secret magical city, Nevermore. Here Morgan discovers that she must contend for a place in the wondrous society. She must compete in 4 dangerous trials against hundreds of children or confront her deadly fate. Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson is the first book in the Truly Devious series. Ellingham Academy was founded by Albert Ellingham, who wanted to make a place full of riddles, twisting pathways, and gardens, a place where learning is a game. After the school was opened, his wife and daughter were kidnapped. The only clue? A mocking riddle signed with the frightening pseudonym Truly Devious. Stevie Bell is about to begin her first year at the academy. Her plan? To solve the cold case. That is, she'll solve the case when she gets a grip on her new school life and her housemates. An inventor, a novelist, an actor, an artist, and a jokester. But something strange is happening. Truly Devious makes a surprise return, and death revisits Ellingham Academy. The past has crawled out of its grave, and someone has gotten away with murder. So there we are. I hope that you enjoyed this look at the Cassidy Blake series, which includes City of Ghosts and Tunnel of Bones. And the third book, Bridge of Souls, is also available, so you might want to check that one out as well. I tried to select books that appeal to readers of multiple ages, and while they are ghost stories, they can be read by those who might scare easily. Next up will be Long Way Down, the graphic novel by Jason Reynolds. It's illustrated by Danica Novgorodoff. I hope I said that right. This story is very impactful, and the artwork in them are truly amazing. So we'll return later in the week with that video. Until then, I hope that you enjoy whatever you read, and thank you.